I invite you on a remarkable journey where you can embrace more happiness, peace, and mastery over negativity than you may have ever known. You possess the ability to achieve such emotional freedom. It's closer than you might think. No matter how stressed your life is currently, the time for positive change is now. Our society is in the midst of an emotional meltdown. People are restless, volatile, our temper's about to blow. In the past year, Prozac was prescribed for over 30 million people. Domestic violence occurs in 1 out of 6 households. 50% of drivers who are cut off respond with horn honking, yelling, obscene gestures, or even road rage. Half of our marriages end in divorce. None of this is how we want life to be. Our pressure cooker society pushes us to our emotional limits. We deserve relief from getting crucified by daily stresses. We deserve to be happier, to be more comfortable in our own skins, to have nurturing relationships. This book empowers you to attain this high quality of life and to handle stress artfully. I'm excited to present practical new tools for mastering your emotions because conventional coping mechanisms just aren't sufficient in our hypertense world. It's lunacy to put up with being chronically anxious, fatigued, or depressed, as so many of us have. I rebel against that cheerless status quo and hope you will too. Emotional freedom offers the answer to reclaiming your happiness and heart. What is emotional freedom? It means increasing your ability to love by cultivating positive emotions and being able to compassionately witness and transform negative ones, whether they're yours or another's. This fundamental living skill liberates you from fear and lets you navigate adversity without going on the attack, losing your cool, or being derailed by it. The result? With true emotional freedom, you can choose to react constructively rather than relinquishing your command of the situation whenever your buttons get pushed, as most people do. This lets you communicate more successfully and gain more confidence in yourself and empathy for others. Then you own the moment, no matter whom or what you're facing. I'm compelled to write this book because as a board-certified psychiatrist in private practice and as an assistant clinical professor at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, I work in a mainstream medical system where emotions are only partially understood. Even today, they don't receive the total respect that they warrant. All too often, doctors ignore scientific data clearly linking emotions and health. During my psychiatric training at UCLA, I was the chief resident of the Affective Disorders Clinic. We treated emotional disorders, including depression and anxiety, as biochemical imbalances requiring medication. I'd meet with patients for 15 minutes every few weeks, write a prescription, then send them home. Though I never saw medications as the whole solutions to their problems, despite the zeal of some of my colleagues, I did watch many patients experience at least partial symptom relief, an undeniable blessing and alleviation of suffering. However, in my subsequent 2 decades of medical practice, I've learned that emotional freedom is rarely just about removing a symptom. It involves much, much more. Over years of working with patients and seminar participants, I've seen that emotional freedom comes from many sources, mainstream and beyond. This book gives me the opportunity to wed my fondest loves, traditional medicine, intuition, and energy, a mystical yet practical marriage. I've coined the term energy psychiatry to describe a new kind of psychotherapy I'm pioneering that synthesizes these multiple forms of knowledge. I'll explain how I use each of them to help my patients find emotional freedom so you can find it too.